As most of you know, the previous Disney investors call was the giant end of the year December one that dropped the next 3 years plus worth of content for us. Well, news is already coming in that the next investors call has been scheduled for March 9th. So let's talk about realistic expectations and maybe what some of the announcements could be. So as most of you know, if you remember right back before the December investors call, there was a lot of rumors of what we could expect. And everybody was pretty much going into it going, okay, we'll get a few announcements, but nothing major. Up until about 24 hours before that, Disney confirmed, yeah, it's going to be a giant live stream video. We're going to have all sorts of big things, people representing all the companies like Pixar and Kevin Feige. And then we braced for all the announcements because we realized that this was going to be them revealing the next couple of years. Now, when it comes to these next upcoming investors calls, things are going to be a little bit different. First and foremost, the next one is on March 9th. This is only a few days after Raya the Last Dragon has officially come out on Disney's premium on-demand Disney Plus and to theaters. So they might address exactly how it's done, but it might still be a little bit too early. Now, the big thing that people are looking forward to is announcements and what could we expect. And I think realistically, you're looking at a general sort of investors call here, much like the previous ones we've had in, well, pretty much every year past up until this giant one in December. If there are announcements, they'll be more stat-based and sort of how the profits are going and all that. You know, the numbers, the boring stuff that doesn't really matter to make the shareholders happy, because this is the big end of the year, the fiscal year going into the next one. They're going to want to talk about the new Disney Plus subscribers, what number they're hitting, their new projections, what the analysts are saying. So all the boring stuff that not many people find interesting besides us nerds that love knowing that stuff that doesn't really matter in the long run. But along with that, typically they do drop a few pieces of info during these. Like, this is where we got a couple Star Wars things and previous Marvel things confirmed. The more than likely scenario here is they'll confirm some release dates, more concrete release dates, like maybe Loki, for example, or Marvel's What If, sort of give us a window into what month we can expect it in, or at least what time frame, and kind of set the expectation of that. I would assume Black Widow will be addressed, because at this point you have to, because what else are you going to do? And then there's the elephant in the room when it comes to Spider-Man. What's up with Spider-Man? And I say that because Disney now, yes, they get 25% of the box office take, but they're also putting in 25% of the budget. So how exactly is this going to be handled? Because Sony hasn't made a formal announcement. So is Disney going to announce it with Sony as a partnership? And is this going to be a reveal of the title or something? Because that might be a good position to reveal it as well, to sort of get the hype going on it. And there's so many other little things that they might mention, like maybe who's joining what project. I mean, we know that Mando is going to start shooting in the next couple of months. So maybe announcing who's going to co-star in that, or who they're bringing in. Or maybe announce who's going to play Admiral Thrawn for Ahsoka, because we know they've been casting. There's been rumors of Robert Downey Jr. and other actors. So it's going to be a more low-key announcement day, but do expect some things to get out. And the one I'm interested in most is, honestly, physical releases. Can we expect WandaVision and the likes to get Blu-ray releases? Because, I mean, us collectors really want them. They have got to have heard us, because I would love to add Mando to my collection and stuff. So that's just money on the table. Hopefully they do it. We don't know, because maybe they just want it on Disney Plus only. But I'm expecting that maybe they'll talk about that, or at least mention it if one of the investors asks, because there's money to be made there.